Hello. These aren't official notes, but I know that factoring is one of the harder things that I'm going to teach you this year. And so I just wanted to provide you a couple more examples. So you don't have to watch this video, although I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But hopefully this will help just explain again, how do you actually factor a quadratic? Because you have to be able to factor a quadratic in order to graph something next. The next thing we're going to be working on is graphing a parabola. Parabolas are U-shaped graphs, and if you can't factor, you're not going to be able to graph. So this, unfortunately, is something that's not going to go away. It's a stepping stone into being able to do something bigger. So we do have to be able to factor. So just as a review, we're working on problems like this, x² plus bx plus c. And we are trying to rewrite them so that they say x plus something times x plus something. Like this is what the factored form is. Factored means we're writing it as the product of two things. And so the first thing you have to be able to do is identify b and c. So in this problem, and then I personally make a little table to help me keep my work organized. So in this problem, 18 is c, 11 is b. And then we brainstorm, what are numbers that multiply to be 18? That's what factors mean, multiply. The things that multiply to be 18 and add to be 11. So something that multiplies to be 18 is 6 times 3. But 6 plus 3 is 9. So I know that is not my answer. 18 times 1 is 18. But 18 plus 1 is 19. So again, that's not my answer. So then I can try another one. Again, I'm just brainstorming, what are things that multiply to be 18? So also 9 and 2. 9 times 2 is 18, and 9 plus 2 is 11. So these are my factors. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my general formula, and these numbers go in the parentheses with the x's. So it's going to be x plus 9 and x plus 2. And this is my factored form. Let's do one more example. This one is going to be the factors of negative 30, that's the c term, that add to be 7. And so you just have to start thinking, what numbers multiply to be 30? And you have to be careful because this is negative. A negative times a negative gives me a positive. A positive times a positive is a positive, but a negative times a positive is a negative. So I need one of my numbers to be negative and one of my numbers to be positive in order to get a negative number here. So let's try 6 and 5. Isn't 6 times 5 30? I think so. Negative 6 times 5. Again, one has to be negative and one has to be positive. That gives me negative 30. But when I add, I get negative 1. So that's not what I want. So then I have to think of another thing, another factor. 30. 15 and 2. 15 times negative 2. 15 plus negative 2, though, is 13. So I got closer, but that's still not right. How about 3 and negative 10 and 3? Negative 10 times 3 is 30, but negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. I'm so close, but I got negative 7 and I need positive 7. So what I can do is I can flip the negative. I can put the negative on the negative 3. So negative 10 times negative 3 is 30, and 10 plus negative 3 is 7. So these are my factors. And so to write my answer, I do x plus 10 times x minus 3. I hope that helps. Good luck.